I was so sad to see a lot of people didn't know how to use these templates, so I'm trying to make a more thorough tutorial on how to use these mock-ups. Starting with the chip mock-up, you will open up your template, and then what you do is you drag and drop your design into the smart frame. To adjust it, just double click on the design, and now you can make it bigger or smaller, you can move it around, and you can rotate it. Once you are happy with where you have it, right click, go to layer and send to back. To add a new design, click position, bring the design to the very top, and now you can add a different design over your old design and do the exact same thing. Double click to adjust it. When you're happy with where you want it, right click, select layer and send to back. For this example, I'm going to use a Santa Claus design. There are a lot more things you can do with it. So once you send it to back, you can click and drag to highlight all of these layers, then group them. Once they're grouped, now you can adjust the entire mock-up. You can turn it around, you can move it around, you can even duplicate it so that you can have more than one chip bag. See, now I have 2 chip bags. And then if you want to change the design on the other one, you just select it, ungroup it, bring your design up to the top, go back to your images and add a new design, right click, layer, send to back, and you can click to drag to select all the layers and group them again. Now you have 2 different chip bags. So I tried to make these mock-ups very, very flexible. You can add your own backgrounds. There are so many different things you can do. This is the pop can. I'm adding in the design and then layer, send to back. You can go to position, click layers, and then select the highlight layer. If you click transparency, you can bring it up and down to adjust the highlight on the pop can, and you can select the shadow layer and again bring the transparency up and down to make the shadows darker or lighter. Select all the layers if you want and group it so that you can move it around, rotate it. Again, you can add a background of your choice, and you can even select it, right click, copy it, and go back to your chip mockup, delete the second chip bag and paste it in here. So you can use all of these different mockups and you can actually put them together all in one, depending on which ones you want to use. The steps are pretty much the same for all of them. With the Rice Krispie wrapper, you can adjust the shadows of the wrapper. For lighter designs, sometimes you want less shadows. For darker designs, sometimes you want more shadows. So I'm selecting all the layers again, grouping them, and now you can adjust it all together. You can copy it, bring it back to this template, and paste it. And now I have 3 mock-ups in one page. I think it's easier to edit all of the mock-ups on their own and then to copy and paste the ones that you want together instead of doing them all in one page. Again, you can change the background here very easily. This is the water bottle mock-up. You can actually do 2 things with this one. You can use it like all the other ones, or you can delete this little smart frame and then you can add your design like this, because sometimes people want the wrapper to continue. So if you have a long rectangle, you just add it like this and then you go send to back, and now you can see it on the wrapper and outside the wrapper, depending on what you want. And here I am just going to duplicate the shadow layer because this is a dark design. I want more shadows, so I'm going to duplicate it 3 times, and you can see that the shadows are more prominent this way, so it stands out on the wrapper more. I'm going to go back. So for the smart frame, you just add your design like this, double click to adjust it, right click and send it to back, group it like all the other ones. Then you can copy it, and I'm going to put it over here with all my other mock-ups. If any of these steps are confusing, please message me on Etsy. I really do try my best to help, and it really hurts my heart when I get a bad review because my intention is to make good mock-ups. Here I just want to show that you can still adjust the designs even on this artboard. You just have to go to position, layers, and select the mock-up you want to edit and go through the same steps. This is the party hat. Again, I'm going to be repeating the same steps. To edit it, double click, and then you can adjust the design. When you're happy, send it to back. You can group all of the layers, and then you can copy this hat and paste it into our main mockup. I'm going to speed up the rest of the tutorials because they all follow pretty much the same steps. You just add your design. If you want to adjust it, double click it and send it to back. Remember, if you want to adjust the entire mockup, you always have to group it. If you don't group it, then it's not going to work. I think I've covered all of the most important steps, but again, if I missed anything, please message me and I will be happy to help.